Oh yes folks, this is serious stealth camping. You better believe it is. Right. Mandingo. So welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, guys. Oh yes, it's Wednesday night and we're going to do another serious stealth camp. Today I'm down here by the edge of the River Wear in the city of Sunderland. I'm right down by the river mouth. That's the North Sea out there. You know what I'm talking about. It's lovely down here, guys. I like to come down with the dogs for a walk, and that's when I found a cool little camping spot. All the way along here you've got these buildings and they're like the student apartments. Sunderland has a university and you've got students here from all over the world. So yeah, this is the apartments for the students. Quite a way along, about another 5-minute walk round the side of the student building. There's some bushes, so fingers crossed there's no one hanging around there when I need to get in, or I'm going to get busted blood vesseled straight away. If we do get in, it's happy dingoes, man dingoes, is the saying they do doing. I've got 5 lovely cans of beer. I've got a nice half bottle of whiskey, so stick around for the world famous whiskey review. Hello mate, you alright?
I absolutely love your videos, man.
Cheers mate.
Seriously, I watch them every week.
Cheers bud, catch you later mate. There you go, man dingoes. It's that easy to get caught. Loads of people enjoy watching the Blot Outdoor Show. God knows why. But it's all good in the hood. Anyway, I'm going to make my way along. I've got to pass another young'un here. You never know, I might get recognised again. I'll bring you legends back when I'm further along and I'm about to make my way into my camping spot. You know it makes total sense. Ah. So these are all the student flats, apartments, accommodation, whatever you want to call it. So just along there, I'll take a sharp right. I haven't even started drinking yet. A sharp left. Yeah, we'll take a sharp left, and there's like a garden area. That's the only sketchy bit. I'm hoping there's no one out because the weather's nice. If there's people hanging around, I'm just going to have to walk by and come back in a few Winnie Mandelas, and hopefully the coast is clear, but you never know. I might get lucky, might be able to get straight in. You've always got a few cars over there as well in the car park, people doing a bit flishing, the old flisheroony, if you know what I'm talking about, guys. A few sweaty students there looking out of the window, wondering what the hell I'm doing with a rucksack on walking down here. Right, I'll bring you back in a couple of minutes. So here we go folks, there's a few people hanging around, the cars over there. Fingers crossed they're just sitting getting stoned or something and they're taking no notice of this man dingo. We're going to quickly pop up here. Like I said, this is the student buildings, they'll all be in, the windows is open. Fingers crossed nobody looks out. I'm just keeping quiet. I don't want to draw any attention to myself. Doesn't look like anyone over there is taking any notice of me. Come on guys, let's get going. Why I'm stealthy. Let's get in there. Oh, what a bike. That's it, man dingoes. We're in. It wasn't the smoothest of approaches. I had quite a way to walk across there while them cars were all looking over. But this is the way of the man dingo. Right, I'm going to get the Baghdad off my old Bacaroni, sit and chill. There's no rush. There's a good couple of hours left. No Ian rush, guys. Couple of hours before it's dark. So let's get my seats up, have a candingo, calm down a bit. If nobody comes round in the next half an hour, oh yes, it's totally got the plan dingo mandingos, as they say in the South Asian region of Mongolia. Rice. Oh yes, mandingos. Just done my first candingo of the night. This is from the Renegade Brewery, Queensberry Jack IPA, 4.8%. Very nice, malty, quite fruity. I'm no beer expert, mind. I only started drinking IPAs and that a few weeks ago, but it is very nice. I've been given 5 lovely quality candingos from some fans of the Blot Outdoor Show. If it's just one name I can normally remember, but it's of 4 people, so I wrote it down. I'll show you the rest of the cans when I show you all my shit. I just fancied a nice little cheeky can while I'm just sitting chilling before I get the tent up. That's where I'm going to put it, guys, down there. I'll probably wait until it's starting to get a little bit dark. But the people that sent me these beers are Pete, Sarah, Colin and Kirsty. So thank you very much, my man and woman friend dingos. It is very much appreciated. Although you think I'm in a little private spot here, I've still got to be careful. At the top of this high wall, there's a pathway runs directly above it, and I can clearly hear people when they're walking past talking. So it's only going to take someone walking past and think, what the hell's that? And look over the side and see there's a mandingo down there drinking IPA. You know what I'm talking about. Aye. Good spot though. Good spot. It's a little bit minging. Loads of litter. And in them bushes just there, I'll show you later on, once I've had a few candingos and a few waskies and I've got a bit Dutch courage. There's a tent already set up down there. I had a quick look over the bush a few minutes ago, but I wasn't recording. The tent doors open and there's loads of shit lying around, so I don't know if that's just been left, if someone's buggered off or they've been moved on and that's just trash now. But or worst case scenario, some homeless person is stopping there and they're going to come back later on. If that is the case, well, I kind of just sit here eating me video nasties and biltong and all my other snacks. If I know there's someone there in the homeless, I'll probably end up giving them all my food. But we'll wait and see for that, guys. We'll wait and see. They're not getting me whiskey. No chance, baggy pants. I might give them one candingo, but I'm not sharing me whiskey. You know the score on the Blot Outdoor Show, guys. Anyway, I'm going to sit and I'm going to finish this nice IPA. I'm going to half an hour chill. I'll bring you back in a few Winnie Mandelas and then we might get the tent up soon. We'll see. We'll see. There's dog walkers all over as well, you know, and some let the dogs loose on this bit of grass. So I don't want to come too quick. Oh, matron, bring you back in a minute. Rice. Nice couple of shots of whiskey. However, let's get the tent up. I just cleared a nice little space there with me float. Getting all the leaves and all the shite away. One more cheeky one. Very rice. Bring it back when the tent's up. Lice. So folks, we're all set up. Finally, I'm going to show you all my shit soon. First of all, I'll quickly show you this. Another cooking setup from Firemaple with the camo effect, which is ideal for the stealth camping. Before I show you all my shit, let's go over there into them bushes and show you somebody else's setup. I'm just going to grab a can dingo and get a quick drink of Rooney before we head over. Cheers, guys. Someone's walking past up there. This one is D2 Pale Ale, 4.1%. The can dropped in mud down there. It fell out my bag. That smells like shit. Oh. You know when you were a kid and you fell over and you got shit on your hand and you smelt it? Oh. I'll put that down for now. I think I've got shit. It's probably human shit.
Human shit.
Round here. I think I'll pour that into my coffee cup. That definitely smells like human cack. Cack mandu. Papa don't preach. Somebody must have been in trouble deep. It's not on my hands or anything. But just before I pressed record, I was wiping mud off. I wiped it on my leg like. But it proper smells of Kathmandu. There's people walking past there. Right, how it was down there where I dropped it. So I'm going to avoid walking down there for the rest of the night. I'll make this my main patharoni. I'm not chucking the can away just because it's got a bit human shit on the top of it. No chance, paggy pants. I'll just pour it into my cup. Right, let's have a quick look. No one there. Come on, and let's get over and have a look at this other camp. No, I haven't got shit on my hands, but definitely smell like human turd on the top of the can dingo. That certainly wasn't in the plan dingo. Mandingos. A nice fresh citrus smell. Hoppy, malty, like a tropical fruit smell with a little hint of human shite. Oop, you bugger. Nearly fell over. It's proper minging down here like. Someone's definitely been living down here. There's the tent. I'm not going any further. There's probably dirty needles and all sorts around here, and I've already getting human turd on me can. The last thing I want is to become a HIV victim, get pricked off a dirty needle.
Hey mate, are you in there? If you are, do's a favour, sell us your jawbone.
Howie, there's no one in there, guys. Let's get back. You see that wall? The pathway is literally just over the side of there, and I don't want to get rumbeloed. The old rumbelow cup. Let's make it back to Camp Mandingo, and let's pour my beer with a hint of Kathmandu into my, which way am I going here? Into my coffee cup. Quick look, there's no one around. You can see how close I am to the student accommodations, the old accommodations. Accommodation, mad for it, Howie. Don't go that way. That's where the human shit is, down there. Go this way. Alrighty. Right. Oh. Well, we will see later on if somebody comes back to there. And like I've said, if it is a homeless person, I'll share me food, but I'm not sharing me whiskey. Rights. Oh yes, my pansexualities. Good news, them cars that were parked up there have now gone dingoed mandingoed. Yes, that's good news, because later on, you know the score on the Blood Outdoor Show, once I've had a few drinks and I get brave, I always like to go off for a little mooch, the old Linden Gooch, stretch my legs so we can go onto the main pathway there, along there, and we'll take in the views up onto the Weymouth Bridge, Sunnan Bridge, oh yes, and down onto the River Weir and the boats, the old bloats. Now it's time to show you my setup for tonight. Let's go mandingos. Now, I know this is disgusting and a lot of people don't like to hear stuff like this, but I've got to say it as it is. I probably made a big mistake camping here, but you never know, do you, until you actually get somewhere. I think that area down there has actually been the toilet for whoever has been camping over there. I had a look, I was moving the leaves with me foot, the old foot, and there's definitely human shite down there, and as I've been sitting there I can smell piss, the old plissaroony. So I think whoever's been camping over there, because you're not going to shit and piss, are you, right next to where your tent is. So I think whoever that person is, I don't think there's anyone going to come back later on. So let's just say there's been a homeless person camping there, and now they've been moved on, they've left all the gear. I think they've been coming over here for a piss and a shit, and I'm camping in that area. When I stopped recording, I had a good sniff of the can, and it was definitely human shit. Ugh. And you know, when you're drinking something, luckily the bit where there was mud on, I thought was mud, fucking bum mud, do you know what I mean? You know, you can smell it. And I was like, what's that smell? I was checking my shoes, looking around, and I could smell cack. And you know when it's human cack, don't you? Human cack is like 1,000,000 times worse than dog cack. Dog cack's bad enough, isn't it? But human cack's like on another level. But yeah, there's definitely human turd down there mixed in with the leaves. I'm gonna have to change the title of this video. It was supposed to be just like stealth camping next to student accommodation or student apartments. Now I'm gonna have to add in human turd as well. So yeah, I had to chuck that can away. And sorry to the legends that bought me the can, and I don't like littering either. I normally You know me, guys, if you watch every week, I always pick my rubbish up, and I quite often pick some extra rubbish up, some trash that's not mine. I've had to sling it over there, deep in the bush. I've actually forgetting to bring a bin diesel. I'm just going to have to stuff all my rubbish in the top of the old Baghdad tomorrow, but I'll show you that. I'll show you that so you can see I'm not leaving any litter. Anyway, that's enough for me talking shite. Why? That's enough for me talking human shite. You know what I'm talking about. Let's show you my setup for tonight. As you can see, I'm in the old trusty Van Gogh Orion 2-man tent. I've got the foil mat down, Burghouse sleeping pad, my old stinking 3-season Galert sleeping bag, Trekology pillar, Baghdad's there. I don't think I'm going to need them, down trousers and down slippers, but I will put that on. I've got a spare down jacket there, hat and gloves in there. Like I said, 2 seconds, mandingos, people walking past. Oh, it's people up there. Shh. Like I've said, just up on top of that wall there's a pathway and there's people walking past, but they've gone. They've got no idea I'm here. What was I saying? Yeah, however, let's move on to the drinks. I've already had 2 cans and I've had to chuck one away. I've got 2 cans left. I'm getting the names out because I've got a good memory when it comes to remembering Uncle Densky Beats International Playboy Bunny Boiler, but it's not that good. So these cans have been bought me from Pete, Sarah, Colin and Kirsty. Thank you so much. The 2 I've got left is, this is made from the Renegade Brewery. This is Renegade Master Lager 5.1 Placenta. And the other one is, oh, it's another lager. This one's pretty much the same thing, but 4.1%. But it is top quality. I've got half a bottle. As you've seen, I've had a couple of little cheeky chest warmers of Royal Lochnagar Highland single malt whiskey, kindly bought for me from a legend by the name of Neil Gandhi. Cheers, Neil, my man friend. He is a big supporter of the Blood Outdoor Show. This is the 3rd bottle of whiskey he sent me. The last 2 were top quality, and that one is also top quality. Sounds like the boy races are out in force. I'm looking forward to doing the world famous whiskey review, and I will certainly ding dang do one. You better believe it. For my main meal tonight, I'm having some pasta and sauce, tomato and basil, the old basil brush. Boom, boom, or boom, boom, what does he say? I can't remember. With that, I'm having some Mattison's smoked pork sausage. I'll chop that up into little bits. Snackaroonies. I've got a chicken and mushroom video nasty, which I'm going to have in a Winnie Mandela. Brown's biltong, barbecue flavour. Link in the description for that, guys. I've got this meat and cheese snacking selection from Tesco's, and my good friend Mr. Kipling's been back round again and give me another carrier bag full of surprise supplies I meant to say. That reminds me of that old joke. Came out with that joke a few years ago where the Chinese man jumps up, supplies. Oh, you got to be careful what you say, yeah. There's too many snowflakes, get offended with jokes and shit. Anyway, my good friend Mr. Kipling has given me 6 Victoria slices, so I'll have some of them and I'll keep some for Inzy Morgan with my coffees, which are there. Good old Jurgen coffees, caramel capadingos. I will cook my main meal tonight in my new camouflage Firemaple cooking setup. I'll show you that properly. I'll show you good and proper when we're cooking the food. You better believe I will. Now it's time for, oh yes, another Candingo lager, Renegade lager. You know what I'm talking about. You know it makes total sense. Mice. More fake drinking, guys, on the Wasky Review. It's not even a wall, like, you know. It's just cardboard. It's a fake wall. You know what I'm talking about, you absolute legends. Yes, the temperature's dropped. It's been a lovely day. This last couple of days in the city of Sunderland, it's been the best weather this year so far. You can tell spring is here. Finally, fantastic. Oh, don't get me wrong, I've said it many times on the Blot Outdoor Show, I love the winter camping in the cold, really putting yourself to the test, you know, man against weather, you know what I'm talking about. But it is nice when the weather starts to get a bit warmer, you better believe it is. But since that sun has gone down, it has got chilly. I've put my down jacket on underneath here, and I'm just having a little cheeky chest warmers. You know what I'm talking about, mandingos. A few fake chest warmers. It's not even cold. It's not even cold. It's like the Caribbean. It's fake cold. I'm just talking shit. Oh my god. What am I waffling about? But this is very nice, by the way. Royal Loch Nagar. Kindly given me from Neil Gandhi. Once again, cheers Neil, my man, friend sexual. Very much appreciated, and I am really enjoying this. I'm not gonna get too carried away. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. There's plenty left. There is plenty in there. I will save a bit for the world famous Wasky Review. Got to be careful. People keep walking past up above, like I've already said. But yeah, this is a good little camping spot. After a couple of shots, we're going to get down the path. We'll take a walk over to the bridge, give you a look, come back, talk some more shite. I know I'm in a good spot, but the last thing I want is someone heaving us and looking over the wall. Yes. Right, Howard, a couple of shots. We'll have a mooch around, then we'll come back, we'll talk some more shite. I think I've got a little story to tell of when I was at college. Same as though I'm next to the student apartments, I'll tell you a little story about when I was at college. And world famous review, cook some fluid. You know, it makes sense. I'll bring you back in a minute. Okay then, folks, let's go and stretch our legs. You know, it makes sense.
Hey, mate.
Alrighty, man, dingoes. Just stretching the old leg, dingoes. This is where that tent is, down here somewhere. You know, where I was showing you earlier on. Where's it at? It's definitely in here. There we go, there it is. Why, it's Bonnie. Salisbury Hilleberg. Yeah, there's no one came back yet. I'll have to keep a lookout. You better believe I will. Oh yes, my fansexuals. On my last can of the night, the 5th and final can. Saying that this is only the 4th one I drank, I did chuck one away because it had human shit around the top of the can where I dropped it. But this one is really nice. From the Renegade Brewery. Which one is it? Renegade Master Lager, 5.1 placenta, and it's really nice. It's got like a nice crisp citrus flavour to it. Oh, I could sit and drink these all night long. In the famous words of Lionel Blair, you know it makes sense, man, dingoes. Oh, there you go, guys. There's the views up on the Weymouth Bridge. If you legends have watched long enough, you know the score. You know that I've camped on the other side of that bridge over there with little Schmick. Oh, there's a train coming over, guys. The old Shania Twain. Oh yes. Perfect timing for the Blot Outdoor Show. You know it makes total sense, man, dingoes. Yes. It was about a year and a half ago when little Schmick was out with us. He only comes out, you know, every 4 or 5 weeks. Sometimes he only comes out like once every 2 months. But when he does, I really enjoy it. But we camped on the other side of the river there. We came over the bridge, down the steps. I know you can't see because it's dark, but over there there's loads of like trees and bushes and Pardonsky. We camped over there. It was a classic. If you haven't watched it, guys, go back and check it out. We were absolutely smash burgered as usual. Talking about camping with Nick and being smash burgered. He's coming out with me this week coming up. So yes, this video has gone out now on Sunday night. So my next Wednesday night wild camp, which is obviously just a few days time, you will see me wild camping in the Lake District with the human dorsal fin. So yes, I'm expecting a lot of people watching that video. Everyone loves little Schmick. Nobody loves him more than I do. I'm the one that invites Mick out onto my channel. It's a pleasure, it's a joy to have little Schmick joining me on a wild camp. Morty Vicar, you know it makes sense. Oh yes, it's going to be a classic, guys. I'm just loving life here. No one around. There's probably about 50 people up there looking down on us thinking, who's that dickhead down there with a torch on, talking to himself on the old camaraderie? Why I'm bothered. Aye, but yes, on a serious note, guys, make sure you tune in on Wednesday night for my next wild camping adventure with the human dorsal fin, the one and only little Schmick, little Schmickaroony, the little dingo man. You can tell the drinks is taking effect now, guys. 4 cans of nice quality lager, beer, whiskey. I've still got plenty of whiskey left for the world famous whiskey review. I'm looking forward to it because it's a really nice whiskey. I'm really enjoying it. Cheers, Neil, my man friend, for giving me that. It's very much appreciated. And I've still got to cook me food. I've got some nice pasta. What have I got with it? Oh yeah, some smoky sausage. I'm going to chop that up. Nice hot meal before I go to bed later on. And I am just waffling an absolute crock of shite. Yes, man, dingoes. One last look up there. What an amazing place this is. It gets a lot of shit, doesn't it? Sunderland, so do other places in the northeast. Everyone thinks like about the northeast. You think of Newcastle and you think of like Durham, which are 2 lovely cities, don't get me wrong, dingo man dingoes, but there's some fantastic other places in the northeast of England. Sunderland, look at this, man. It's class. here down by the River Weir. You could see when I came earlier on today, when it was daylight, it's a lovely place. You kind of whack it. Go down Hartlepool. Hartlepool's a lovely place. South Shields. Me and Mrs. Blott like a nice day out at South Shields. There is some absolutely fantastic places in the northeast of England. I'm not just picking my city up. I mean, I'm not even from Sunderland. I'm from Seaham, sunny Seaham by the sea, which is also a lovely little town. So yeah, there you go. I'm just bigging up all the northeast because I'm a proud northeast lad. I'm a Sunderland fan, but sometimes you've got to put football aside. Newcastle is a great city, so is Durham, so is Sunderland, and there's also some great towns, like I've mentioned, Hartlepool, South Shields, and loads of others. You know, I cannot name them all. You know, makes sense, Mandingos. There you go, guys. Right, I'll bring you back when we get into Camp Mandingo. I don't want to get spotted off any sweaty students. I don't want to get busted blood vesseled and rumble low coped. Lice. Cheese Mandingos. Oh yes. Back to Camp Mandingo. Oh, not that way. Not the way of the human shite. We will take the nice safe path. Oh. Alrighty folks. Let's finish the last of this Candingo. I'm going to have some snackaroonies, and when I bring you back we will do the world famous Wasky review. You better believe I will. Mice. Oh yes, Mandingos, you know what time it is. Wasky time. And this is what we've got this week. Royal Loch Nagar. Royal Loch Nagar Highland single malt 12-year-old Scotch whisky, kindly given to me from a legend by the name of Neil Gandy. The third time he sent me a quality bottle of whisky. Cheers, Neil, my man friend. It is very much appreciated. You better believe it is, Mandingo. Got the old famous Cub Dingo, Mandingos. And let's get this popped in there. Oh yes, plenty left for the world famous review. Oh, look at that. You know it makes sense, guys. Let's get the old bakeroni in. Quite a mild smell. You know, sometimes you get the old snifferoonie up the Nostradamus, and it'll be very strong. That's quite mild. There's a few spices in there, but like I say, quite mild again. A little bit oaky. It's like a woody, oaky thing going on. Why am some buzz like and dare I say, like a little bit like a polish smell. But like a nice woody, you know, when you spray like a polish and you wipe it on the wood, like a polish, like a varnish, like a wood polish varnish, oaky, sniff dingo mandingos. Anyway, talking about sniff dingoes, that's enough of the sniffing. Let's get on with the tasting. Lice. Quite smooth. Oh, that was very oily, silky, smooth. Oh yes. No burn, no harshness at all. After the first couple of sipperoonies, you can tell it's a very nice quality, easy drinking wasky. I've just swished that around my gums, and there's no roughness to it, there's no burn. A definite wood taste, definite oak thing going on. I got a big wood thing, didn't I? And the smell, like the oak, like a varnish. I'm not getting a varnish taste, whatever varnish tastes like. The very lightest spices, a very mild taste. Oh, it's lovely. It's just an easy sipping whiskey for people that ask me the question of what whiskey should I get involved with, what whiskey should I try, because I'm not a whiskey drinker and I'd like to try a decent quality one that's quite mild, quite mellow, not harsh. Oh, suit you. Oh, suit you, sir. This would be a good choice. I think it's about £45 for a bottle, for a full-size bottle. I'm sure you can get them on Amazon if you don't mind paying the price. I know that's a lot of money, but if you really want to try a nice quality, light tasting whiskey, I haven't even finished this review, but I can tell you that is it's quite a mild, a light tasting whiskey. That could be the one for you, Mandingos. A little bit honey. Dare I say the slightest little bit of toffee. Let's have another blast. Oh, yeah, a lovely toffee taste coming through, but it's also mild. The honey that's in it's mild. The oaky woodiness to it is mild. Everything about it is like mild and smooth and delicate. It's a delicate whiskey. There you go. That's the best way I can explain it, Mandingos. It's a quality, delicate, really nice whiskey. That's the best way I can explain it. Delicate. The old delicatessen. Whiskeroonie. That is the best way I can explain it, my pal Dingos. There's nothing nowhere within the sniff Dingos up the old Nostradamus or the taste of Rooney down the old throat Dingo. Nothing's been overpowering, nothing's been harsh. Everything is smooth, mild, delicate, and so easy sipping. So there you go, Mandingos. Royal Loch Nagar, kindly given me from Neil Gandhi. Neil, you're a legend. You better believe you are, Mandingo. I'm gonna give that a big juicy 9.2. Oh yes, a 9.2 out of 10 dingo Mandingos down the old hatchtickles. Oh, ooh. Very nice indeed. Oh yes, that big gulp certainly did warm the old Chesteroni up, and you know what I'm talking about. This is serious stealth camping. Right.
Oh, matron. Oh, it's the glove of self-love.
Oh yes, Mandingos. Just get the nice bottle of water down us. You don't normally say this on the Blood Outdoor Show, but I do often do this before I go to bed. When all the drink's gone, and all the drink is gone tonight, I get a bottle of water down us. Oh yes, put that down there with the rest of the rhubarb. I'll have to stuff all that in the Baghdad Inzi Morgan. Anyway, time for a little story. I did tell you earlier on, I'll go and tell you one. Make sure that torch is off. The head torch is off. As you know, I'm camping next to the student buildings here. I'll tell you a story about when I was a student at Peterlee College. I wasn't like what they used to do in university. It was just like Peterlee College. It was a joinery course. After I left school at 16, well, my first year of college, I can still remember, I was 17. So I remember like my first year of college, I was 17. It was my 17th birthday. It was my first year of college, and I had me driving lesson. Get your words out, Chris. Me driving lesson, me very first driving lesson. Bear with us. I've had a few beers, a few whiskies. I'm mumbling my words. Yeah, so it was my first year of college. It was my birthday. And after my first year of college, I had my very first driving lesson at exactly the same time. My dad had already took us out on a few little lessons in the car, but it was my first proper driving lesson. But so during that like first few weeks of college, me and my best mate Waitsy, he was my best mate at the time, Stephen Waits. I don't even know where he is now or what he's doing. Isn't it weird how you have like best mates and you lose contact with each other? He only went on the college course for like a year and he left. And he joined the army. And I never really heard anything from him. The last time I heard anything about him, he was living in Canada. But I know he's back here in the UK now. But I don't think he lives in Sunderland or Seaham, where I'm from. I think he lives down south somewhere with his partner. So I don't even think he watches my videos. I don't even think he knows I've got this YouTube channel. But if he does, or if he ever finds out, hello Waitsy mate, I'm thinking of you mate. I love you, my man friend. We had some great times together. But anyway, me and Waitsy pulled these two birds. We arranged to go on a date with them. When I say pull these two birds, he didn't. He wasn't really up for it. I pulled this bird. She was really pretty. A really bonny lass, good looking lass. But her nickname was Dustbin, because she was a little bit rough around the edges. I didn't give her that name. That's a bit harsh. The other lads had said, "You're not taking Dustbin out, are you?" I was like, "Dustbin? Who's Dustbin?" They went, "With that lass you've been talking now. She looks like she's just came out of Dustbin. She looks like she needs a good bath." But I didn't look at her that way. I thought, she's a nice girl. She's got a pretty face, a good shower, bit of makeup on. She'll scrub up well, if you know what I'm talking about. And her mate was a big bird. I'm not knocking big birds. I'm just telling you the story. He wasn't really up for it. But I said, "Mate, you've got to do the dirty deed. You've got to take one for the team. You've got to take Big Bird out, because I'm taking dustbin out, if you know what I'm talking about, guys. So yes, like a true friend, he said, aye, okay. So I borrowed my mum and dad's car, drove through from Seaham, picked dustbin up in Big Bird, brought them back to my mum and dad's house, and then we went out. We went down to a pub called the Phoenix. It was like Seaham's version of a nightclub at the time. Aye, if you're from Seaham, guys, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It was open till like 1:30 in the morning. It was like the pub that was open the latest in my little town. Anyway, me and Waity, we'd been in there a few times before, both of us together, no problem. Yes, we're only 17, but the doorman always let us in. So he walks up the door, me, Waity, dustbin and Big Bird. The doorman picked on little Waity straight away. He was skinnier than me, he was shorter than me. He had a bigger knob than me. Do you know what I mean? You know, when these little lads, they're only little and skinny, but they've got to get schlong on them. You know what I'm talking about. Aye. But the doorman wouldn't let us in. They wouldn't. We were saying, how mate, we've been in about 10 times before. I think they were just being arseholes because we had birds with us. So, anyway, Waity was actually from down the harbour. I was from the top end of Seaham. He was from down Seaham Harbour. So down where he's from, there's a pub called the Carlton. So he said, wait for the bus is due. Let's get the bus down Seaham Harbour and we'll go to a pub called the Carlton. That's open late as well. It was a proper mad pub. There was always fights going on and shit. But, do you know what I mean? That's just the way it goes, man. It goes anyway. So we got the bus down to the Carlton. It was actually the bus station down in the same harbour, and from there along to the Carlton was only like a 2-minute walk. Once we got down to the bus station, we got off the bus, the four of us, and someone we knew, I'm not going to name his name, he was like a friend, not a friend we hung around with, but someone we knew to say like hello to. Hi mate, how you doing? Alright mate, that kind of crack. He was one of these type of people, he had the gift of the gab, like that. Do you know what I mean? He could sell sand to the Arabs, if you know what I'm talking about. So we stood with him 10-15 minutes, having a bit crack on. You know how it goes, guys. And I thought, right, it won't be long from now, we'll say bonjour to him and we'll go along to the pub and we'll have a great time. But I don't know what happened. For one reason or another, it was either he said he needed to go somewhere or Dustbin said she needed to go somewhere. I think it might have been Dustbin might have said she was busting for a pee, and this lad who could, like a friend who said he could sell sand to the Arabs, he might have said, oh, I can show you like where to go. I was 17, I was naive. It's not like I was in love with her. We'd only just met. It was like the first date. For whatever reason, I can't remember how, the guy that could sell sand to the Arabs and my date Dustbin like went off. But we'd had a few drinks, we'd had a few cans, we had like a carrier bag with us with cans, and we were standing having a drink and I'm chatting away. And like 10-15 minutes had passed and I was saying to Big Bird, where's Dustbin gone? And she went, oh, she'll be back soon. And then half an hour had passed and it's like, this is a bit funny. They still hadn't returned. So we're wondering what the hell's going on. Anyway, the pub we were going to go to, the Carlton, was only like a 2-minute walk on the road. So me, my mate Waity and his date, Big Bird, we went along to the Carlton. By this point, we're just thinking, like, what the hell's going on? You know? Anyway, we got the Carlton. After about 10 minutes, his Dustbin comes back. I was like, oh, here she is, champion, happy dingoes. But she was being like distant from us. So I just thought, what the hell? I don't give a shit anyway. You know what I mean? It was only their first date. I didn't give a monkey's chuff, if you know what I'm talking about. Dustbin was talking to Big Bird. And then Big Bird was talking to my mate Waity. And then my mate Waity come to me and he went, I've got something to tell you. I went, oh, like, what's up? He says, oh, your date Dustbin, when she went off with a man that could sell sand to the Arabs, they had sex. They went behind a building and had a quick, one night stand, if you know what I'm talking about. Well, I'm not going to say I was devastated or anything like that. I was shocked, yes, of course I was. I was like, I'm on my first date with you. I've came through to Easton and I've picked you up and I've brought you out. What? So yeah, I was shocked, but I just thought, yeah, whatever, do you know what I mean? I had a great time. I went off. There was people I knew in the pub. I went out the way. Waitsy, my friend, he lived just a 2-minute walk from that pub. So after a few Winnie Mandelas, I finished my pint and I'd done a backdoor job. I just left the pub and I walked home. Well, I was supposed to be taking Dustbin and Big Bird home. My mum and dad, the lovely people that they are, had said, later on, come back home. We'll give the two lovely little ladies, you know what I'm talking about, a lift back home. No matter what time of night it is, we'll take them home and we'll drop them off safe and sound at their house. I thought, shite with that. I just went straight home, into bed. I didn't even wake my mum and dad up. When I went to college a couple of days later, I found out they spent all the money on the drink and they had to walk 3 hours home back to Easton. They had no lift, they had no mobile phones. There was no mobile phones back then, guys, 30 years ago. Do you know what I mean? So Big Bird and Dustbin left the pub. They were wondering where I was. I'd already gone. They had to walk 3 hours back home to Easton. There you go, Mandingos. That is probably the shittest story I've ever told on the Blood Outdoor Show. But like I say, I have a drink, I start talking, I tell you a shit story. A lesson to be learned: do not mess with the Mandingo. Do not shag the Mandingo's friend, or you will have to walk a 3-hour hike back home in the early hours of the morning. And Dustbin, if you're watching and you realise who I am by now, I'm sorry. I have got the beautiful Mrs. Blot with a sexy butt, and you are just living in a dustbin. Anyway, guys, my God, what the hell am I talking about? I am now going to get my food on the go in my new cooking setup, the Firemaple, in a nice little camouflage pattern. I'm getting hungry now, guys. I'll bring you back in a Winnie Mandela when the food is cooking away. Rice. Alrighty folks, food's on in my new Firemaple stove. You better believe it is. It's literally just been in a few seconds and it's bubbling away already. Pasta with tomato and basil brush, boom boom, and chopped up sausage, smoked sausage. That is going to be a male fit for a Mandingo. That stove is like 1 billion times better than what I've been using on all my wild camping and stealth camping trips. I had like another one from them the other day when I was wild camping, the Polaris, the red one, which matched the red camping tent I used, the Burgos. This one with the camouflage is ideal for the stealth camping. Absolutely fantastic. Just clicks, lights up straight away and cooks the food in a few seconds, a fraction of the time, you know, compared to the camping stoves I've been using in the past. Absolutely top quality Firemaple. You know, it makes sense, Mandingos. Well, I think that's nearly cloaked. The old Captain cloaked. That I'm going to be getting stuck in to a nice hot meal in a Winnie Mandela. Right. Time to get stuck into my pasta with sausage cooked in the Star X2 by Firemaple. This is the Star X2 cooking system. Absolutely tremendous. Cooked in a few seconds. Really quick. A billion times better than any other cooking system that I've used. And that has literally just been cooking for like 2 minutes, and it is certainly a meal fit for a Mandingo. You've also got the bit that you can put on underneath if you want to get your own pansexual. You know, you might want to bring your own pansexual, the old pansexual. Sexual. Bring your own frying pan sexual. You've got the proper connection to put on, and you can put that on there if you want to cook a steak or whatever it is you want to cook. But absolutely tremendous. Click on the link. I'll leave a link in the description, guys, of this video for Firemaple, for their website, where you can get the camouflage one, the one I used the other day when I was wild camping the turquoises. You've got the red one, all different designs. Absolutely fantastic Amondo Mandingos. You can't go wrong, dingo, with Firemaple. I think I said this on Wednesday night in my last video. I was actually close to buying something from these, and then I was lucky enough for them to get in touch with me. So I am a lucky Mandingo, as they say in the doodling. Anyway, I'm not going to slaver on too much. I'm going to take this chance now to say a big fat mega thank you to all you absolute legends who have supported the Blot Outdoor Show of this last week, guys, and bought me a coffee. It is very much appreciated. Oh, look at that. Sausage, pasta, tomato, basil brush. Boom, boom. Yes, guys. I do really appreciate it. No, on a serious note, Mandingos, I really do appreciate it. You've got no idea how grateful I am. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. You don't have to do it. I always say, don't I? Leave a comment and give me a thumbs up. That'll ding dang do for this Mandingo. But just the fact you've got it your way and you've bought me a coffee, this is a big fat Megasaurus, ginormous thank you to all you absolute legends. There's your names down there and down there. Cheese Mandingos, I really do appreciate it. You know it makes sense. Right. Oh yes. My Firemaple stove, top quality. I am enjoying my food from.
That story didn't half drag on, did it? That story has probably made this video a little bit too long, but that just proves that nothing is planned, nothing is scripted on my channel. I just talk a lot of shite. You better believe I do, guys. Anyway, I'm going to get in bed after this, so there's no point waiting till later on to say good night. I'm going to get some sleep straight after this, so I'm now going to say people walking past. I'm now going to say bonjour, good night Vienna, and I will see you absolute legends first thing in the morning, coffee time, because I'm very tired. See you in the morning, guys. Rice. Good morning, Mandingos. 9 o'clock. I've had a good sleep. The birds are chirping. It seems like a nice day. I'm bursting once again for a slash Gordon jury. I don't feel rough at all, so that's obviously a good thing. Right, Howie, let's get up. Oh yes folks, that's me all packed away. The Baghdad is ready to put on me old macaroni. All my rubbish, me trash is in there, as you've just seen. A flat patch there where I've had the tent. I'm trying to make this morning bit quick because I think the video has gone on far too long. It's gone like over an hour and 10 minutes, something like that. So apologies for that, guys. From now on, I'm going to try and cut down on talking too much shite. I know you might enjoy talking shit. I'm going to just try and cut down a little bit and keep the videos at like 1 hour max, if you know what I'm talking about. 1 hour max and Paddy. Anyway, it's time to go. Let's have a quick look out here. Oh, look at this. It's a nice lovely day. Oh, well then, let's get the bag on and let's get out of Dodge City. Right. Here we go, guys. Time to hit the street and get back to the Blockmobile. That's it, Mandingos. Another successful stealth camping trip completed. You know what I'm talking about. So that's it, my fan sexualities. That's the end of this week's stealth camping video. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've had an absolutely fantastic time as usual, apart from getting human shit on my Candingo and getting the smell of it up the old Nostradamus. I think when I get in, I'm going to get a nice hot shower, get nice and clean, because I might have human turd behind my fingernails and God knows where. Oh, disgusting. But that's just the way it goes, Mandingos. When you go stealth camping, you've got to take the rough with the smooth. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I do read every one, and I'll try and get back to as many people as possible. And that's it. That is it. Please join me on Wednesday night for my next wild camping adventure, and next Friday for another takeaway review. The Blockmobile is in sight. I'm going to go home and wash off the human shite. You know what I'm talking about, and you know it makes absolute, complete, total sense. Right. Oh, matron.
You know, it's make total sense, mate. Very nice.